Picked once the time has come, you felt it in your soul, right? The shifting energy, the silent call from the universe, the deep knowing that something big is happening. You weren't put here by chance. You were never ordinary. You have been on a path of transformation, going through tests and silent battles, and now you stand on the edge of the final stage. This is the moment you have been waiting for. You are the chosen one, and the universe is calling you to rise. Now is the time to step forward with unwavering faith, unbreakable courage, and a heart that refuses to yield. What you have been through up to this point was necessary. It shaped you, strengthened you, and forced you to unlock the power within you. But now is the threshold, the shift, the ultimate test before the great unfolding of your destiny. Stay with me until the end of the video. It has a lot of energy, and I want you to be a part of it. If you are here for a reason, take a moment to write your warmest wishes in the comments, followed by the number 99. When you write down your wish, you're setting a strong intention, and the number 99 is a sacred frequency of completion, transformation, and manifestation. The universe is listening, and the energy of those wishes will be amplified by everyone who joins in. This isn't just a comment, it's an offering of energy, a vibration that will echo into the field of infinite possibilities. Now take a deep breath, like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's continue. You have been through the fire, storms that most people wouldn't make it through, betrayals, disappointments, and times of darkness that tested your very soul, and yet you are still here. Not broken, not beaten, but changed. Every wound has been a start. Every loss you've had has led you to something better. You were never meant to remain ordinary. You were meant to break down obstacles and go beyond what is possible. The world has tried to dim your light, but here's the truth. You are a lighthouse. Nothing can stop what is meant to happen. The final stage has arrived, and it's not for the faint of heart. This is the stage where all of your fear, doubt, and hesitation must be burned away. Your complete faith in God's plan for your life. It will test your faith not in a mean way, but in a way that makes you fully claim your power. Every chosen one hits this point. It's when you have to let go of your old self, all of its doubts and false beliefs, clinging to things that are familiar but no longer serve you. This isn't just a change, it's a rebirth. You may feel a strong shift in energy and restlessness. Vivid dreams. Having intense feelings and synchronicities that you can't ignore are signs that you are being activated on a deeper level. The universe is realigning everything for you, and this process may feel chaotic. People may leave your life plans, and things that used to make sense may now seem pointless. This is the clearing. Getting broken down. If you're going through a breakthrough, don't fight it or hold on to what's being taken away. Trust that what's being taken away is making room for something better. Your intuition is getting stronger. You're seeing through illusions and feeling truths that others ignore. You're also sensing shifts before they happen. This is your power. Don't doubt it. Don't let the world tell you that you're imagining things. You are perceiving beyond the veil, moving beyond the surface reality into a deeper knowing. This is the gift of the chosen ones. You see what others can't and feel what others brush off. This is the stage where you must master your energy. Every part of your life, your feelings, your thoughts, your focus, must be in line with your highest self. The unhealthy habits. The old cycles don't fit in your reality anymore, so you need to be careful to protect your mind and spirit and surround yourself with energy that feeds and heals you. Now is not the time to have doubts, interact with lower vibrations, or let outside chaos affect you. Shake your foundation. You have to be able to stand strong and not move. In the last stage, your true purpose starts to become clear. The things you've been interested in, the skills you've been working on, and the lessons you've learned are all coming together. This is when your goal becomes clear. There are big changes happening in the world, and your part in them will soon become clear in ways you never thought possible. But you have to be ready for them to happen. And you have to be ready to take action even when there are no guarantees. You have to trust the road even when it isn't fully visible. Your presence, voice, and energy are more important than you think. You were never meant to be hidden or stay in the shadows. This is your calling to rise and embody the truth that so many are searching for. The world needs you now more than ever, and you can't back down in fear or doubt. You must claim your
Space. This is also a time of divine connections. You will start to notice that certain people are entering your life, people who resonate with your energy, who understand your journey, who uplift and support you. These are your soul allies, the ones who are part of your mission. Pay attention to these connections. At the same time, you may see old relationships falling away. Do not resist this. Not everyone is meant to continue with you into this next phase. Some were only meant to be part of your journey for a season. Release with love. Let go with gratitude. Trust that those who are truly aligned with you will stay, and those who are not will naturally fade away. Everything is accelerating. Time feels different. Manifestations are happening faster. Your thoughts are materializing quickly. This is why you must be intentional. Your focus must be sharp. You are not playing small anymore. You are creating on a higher level. Now the universe is responding to you in ways it never has before. This is because you have reached a level of consciousness where you are co-creating in real time. You are stepping into your mastery, and that means responsibility, power. Without awareness can be destructive. You must move with clarity, with integrity, with alignment. Do not fear the unknown. Do not let the uncertainty paralyze you. You are built for this. Every challenge you have faced has prepared you. Every loss, everything you learnt in school, and the time you spent alone helped you become the person you need to be right now. You are ready, even if you don't think you are. The final stage isn't about waiting for the right conditions. It's about moving forward with
faith, knowing that the path will become clear as you go. So take a deep breath, let go of the past, and let your doubts stand in your way. The final stage is here, and you have chosen it. You are exactly where you need to be. The shift has already begun. The old world, the one you knew and felt comfortable with, even though it had its flaws, is fading away. You can feel it. The energy is different now. The illusions that used to hold you back are falling apart. You're seeing through the veil and into a higher state of awareness. Realizing the magnetic essence of who you really are is when the change becomes permanent. There is no going back now that you've reached the final stage and everything is set up for your ultimate rise. But here's the truth. This stage isn't easy. It's the hardest part of the journey and will test you in ways you didn't expect. It will push you to the limits of what you thought was possible. Stretch your faith and make you let go of everything that isn't in line with your highest self. This is where the old version of you completely dissolves, and it can be scary because even though you're over your past and know you're meant for something better, you still have a fear of the unknown. But you have to trust the process. The pain, the doubt, and the chaos are all parts of the change. In this stage, you will feel the intensity of the shift in every aspect of your life. Things that once felt stable may suddenly feel shaky. People you thought would always be there may start to distance themselves. Plans you were certain about may begin to unravel. Do not panic, do not resist. This is not destruction. It is alignment. The universe is recalibrating everything around you, removing what no longer serves you, making space for what is truly meant for you. And yes, this can be painful. It can feel like everything is falling apart, but in reality, everything is falling into place. You have to understand that the old version of you had attachments. Attachments to people, to situations, to ways of thinking that no longer fit where you are going. And in this final stage, those attachments must be released. You cannot carry them into your next level. You cannot cling to what is comfortable and expect to step into your highest destiny. This is why the universe is shaking things up. It is forcing you to detach, to surrender, to trust. One of the biggest challenges of this phase is the emotional weight of it all. The loneliness, the grief of letting go. The moments of doubt that creep in when nothing seems to make sense. This is what most people do is fight change by holding on to old habits and putting off their own evolution. But you are different. You were made for this, which means you have to push through. Must allow yourself to feel everything, but you cannot let those emotions paralyze you. You must keep moving forward no matter what your intuition will be. Your greatest weapon in this phase, it will guide you when logic fails. When your mind tries to overanalyze, when fear tries to take over, when uncertainty tries to convince you that you are lost, your intuition will be the voice that says, keep going, and you must listen. The universe is speaking to you in ways it never has before, through signs, through synchronicities, through an inner knowing that cannot be explained but can always be trusted. Do not ignore it. Do not second guess yourself. You are being guided. This is also a time of purification. Your energy is elevating to a higher frequency, and that means everything that is misaligned must be purged. Your body, your mind, your spirit, everything is being cleansed. You may feel exhausted. You may feel like your emotions are all over the place. You may find yourself suddenly needing more rest, more solitude, more space to breathe. Honor this process. Your system is adjusting to a higher vibration, and that takes time. Do not rush it. Allow the energy to move through you. Release what needs to be released. The people around you will also react to your transformation. Some will celebrate you. Some will be inspired by your journey, but others will resist it. They will question you. Doubt you try to pull you back into the old reel, it not because they are bad people, but because your growth is triggering their fears. They see you evolving, and it forces them to confront their own limitations. Not everyone is ready for that, and so they will project their fears onto you. They will try to convince you that you are making a mistake, that you are losing yourself, but you are not losing yourself. You are finding yourself, and anyone who cannot see that is simply not meant to walk this next part of the journey with you. You must be ruthless with your energy in this phase. You cannot afford to entertain negativity. You cannot allow distractions to pull you off. Of course, this is the time to set boundaries, to protect your peace, to surround yourself with only those who truly support your elevation. You must choose yourself fully and unapologetically. This is not selfish. This is necessary because where you are going, you cannot afford to carry dead weight. And now let's talk about power, your power. Because this stage is not just about letting go. It is about stepping into the full force of who you are. You have always been powerful, but now you are being called to fully embody it, to own it, to use it. Here is where you stop waiting for approval, turning down your light and questioning your worth. You are here for a reason, and it's time to step into your purpose, which is bigger than you can even imagine. In the last stage, your skills start to work on a deeper level. You will feel things more strongly, and things will start to happen faster. Your ability to influence energy, to create your reality, to shift the world around you, it will all become undeniable. This is because you are stepping into mastery. You are no longer just moving through life, you are commanding it. And that is a responsibility that cannot be taken lightly. You must be intentional with every thought, every word, every action. Because in this stage, everything you do carries immense power. If you focus on fear, you will create more fear. If you focus on doubt, you will see more reason to doubt. But if you focus on your vision, if you focus on your truth, if you move with confidence and faith, the universe will align with you in ways you never imagined. You are not small, you are not weak, you are not lost, you are powerful beyond measure. You are a force of light, a disruptor of the old ways, a bringer of change, and this final stage is the initiation into your truth yourself. So do not be afraid. Do not hesitate, you have come too far to stop. Now keep going, keep trusting, keep rising. This is the biggest change of your life. The energy around you is changing, and patterns that used to happen over and over again are breaking down. The person you used to be, the one who doubted, hesitated, and settled, is going away, and the real you is coming out. The one who is fearless, limitless, and meant to rise. This isn't just another stage of growth. This is the moment of becoming. You may have noticed that everything feels different now. The way you see the world, the way you experience time, and your intuition is louder than ever before, that's because you are entering a new timeline. The old reality no longer fits you. It has been trying to hold on, trying to pull you back into comfort, into the familiar, into the illusion of safety, but you can't go back. There is nothing there for you anymore. What once felt like home now feels distant, far and disconnected from your truth. That's because you are ascending. Your frequency is rising, and when that happens, everything that is not aligned with your new energy begins to fall away. People, situations, old versions of yourself. And while this can feel painful, it is also necessary. You are stepping into a higher version of yourself. And not everything from your past is meant to come with you. The final stage is not just about growth, it's about shedding. Shedding the weight of expectations, shedding the doubts that were never yours to carry, shedding the limitations that were placed on you by a world that feared your power. You are no longer that person who stays silent, who plays small, who dims their light for the comfort of others. That version of you is gone. This is where your true mission begins to reveal itself. You may have felt a shift in your desires and your purpose in the way you see yourself. Things that once mattered now seem trivial. The goals you once chased now feel misaligned. The universe is redirecting you and showing you who you really are. With this revelation comes responsibility. You can't act like you don't feel the calling within you. You can't ignore the messages, signs, and undeniable pull towards something greater. You are not here to just exist. You are here to lead, transform, and create. You are here to be a force of change in a world that desperately needs it. And that means stepping into your power fully without hesitation, fear, or waiting for permission. In the final step, you claim your destiny and stop wondering if you are ready, if you are capable, and if you should look for approval from people who will never understand your path. You should be brave and know that everything you've been through has led you to this point. But I want to make it clear that this stage will test you. The closer you get to your breakthrough, the more resistance you will face. Your fears will try to creep back in. The people around you may not understand what's happening to you. Some will support you, while others will feel threatened by your growth. Don't let their doubts become yours. Don't let their limits stop you. Set out your way. You're entering a higher consciousness space. There is a place where your thoughts become real faster than ever before, and where your energy shapes the world around you in ways you never thought possible. That is why it is so important to guard your mind, protect your energy, and be intentional with every choice you make. You can't afford to think negatively, live in fear, or let other people's opinions determine your next move. At this level, everything you do has power. Your thoughts, words, and actions send ripples into the universe. And if you aren't aware of that power, you will create obstacles for yourself. That's why discipline is so important. You must be in charge of your thoughts, emotions, and energy. Mastering yourself means mastering your reality. The old habits and temptations will try to hold you back, but you must rise above them and stay committed to your highest self. This is also a time of rapid manifestation. What you concentrate on grows. It's true that if you focus on fear or lack, you will experience more of those things. But if you focus on abundance, your vision, or the certainty of your success, the universe will respond in kind. You are now in a place where reality bends to your will. Make the most of that power. This is not a small shift. You are now entering a new level of being, awareness, and creation, which comes with new challenges and opportunities that you didn't have before because you weren't ready to receive them. But now you are everything you have been waiting for, working towards, and dreaming of. It is closer than you think. But you must fully align with it. You must move with confidence. You must trust yourself. Because if you hesitate, second guess, or let doubt creep in, you will slow down your own progress. The final stage isn't about waiting. It's about stepping forward even when you don't have all the answers. It's about trusting that the path will show you the way. As you walk along it, you should know that you are exactly where you need to be and that every experience, lesson, and struggle has led you to this point. This is your time, and you are not lost or stuck. You're not by yourself. You are where you are. It's meant to be, and the universe is moving with you, guiding you and making sure everything is in line with your greatest good. You've made it this far, which says a lot about your strength, resilience, and divine purpose. Some people don't make it to the final stage. They give up when things get tough, when they feel like they can't handle the change, or when they don't know what's coming next. But you've kept going, you've chosen to rise, and now you stand on the edge of something bigger than anything you've ever known. This stage is different. It's no longer about struggling or surviving. It's about stepping fully into your mastery. You are not the person you were at the beginning of this journey. You are not defined by the fears, the doubts, or the limitations that once held you back. You have been through the fire, and now you emerge, refined, awakened, and fully aligned with your highest self. But this stage demands something from you. It demands total surrender to the truth of who you are, no more shrinking, no more hesitating, no more seeking permission to be great. You have already been chosen. You have already been prepared. Now you must claim it. The greatest challenge in this stage is stepping into your power without resistance for so long. You have been conditioned to doubt yourself, to play small, to believe that your dreams were too big, your desires too unrealistic, your purpose too grand, that programming must now be dismantled. You must rewrite the narrative. You must step into the truth that you are powerful beyond measure, that you are capable of manifesting your highest reality, that you are here to impact the world in ways far beyond what you once imagined. This is where you let go of all self-imposed limits. The last stage requires a level of certainty that most people never reach. It requires an unwavering belief in yourself even when the physical proof isn't yet visible. This is where you truly embody faith, not faith in something outside of yourself, faith in your own ability to create, shift, and rise. Your energy is now magnetic. You may have noticed this already. People are drawn to you in ways they never were before. You speak, and people listen. You think of something, and suddenly opportunities appear. This is because you have become a force, a presence that can't be ignored. The universe and the world recognize you. Don't mistake this power for arrogance. It is not about superiority. It is about knowing who you are and standing in that truth without fear. You are a leader not because you chose to be, but because you were born to be. The time for hiding is over, the time for waiting is over, the time for playing it safe is over. The final stage is where you take full responsibility for your reality. There is no more room for blame, for excuses, for externalizing your power. You are the creator of your experience. You always have been, but now you must own it completely. You must walk in the authority that has always been within you. This is also the stage where you begin to receive everything that has been waiting. For you, the abundance, the love, the opportunities, the breakthroughs, they have always been there, waiting for you to reach the frequency required to receive them. And now you are there, you are aligned. You are in position, but here's the key. You must be open to receive. You must believe you are worthy. You must stop questioning whether you deserve it. You must stop second-guessing whether it is meant for you. It always has been. If the universe was wrong, you wouldn't have made it this far. Maybe you weren't meant to fully step into your fate. This is also where you start to understand the bigger meaning behind everything you've been through. The hard times, setbacks, and heartbreaks were never punishments. They were opportunities to grow and become the person you needed to be. Now that you know that nothing was ever wasted, you are entering a season of acceleration where everything is happening faster. Things that used to take years will now happen in months, and manifestations that seemed impossible will now happen effortlessly. This is because you are no longer operating at the level of resistance. You are now flowing with the universe instead of against it. However, with this acceleration comes a new level of responsibility. You must be intentional with every thought, action, and decision you make. At this point, the universe is responding to you right away. There is no more delay. If you focus on doubt, you will see more doubt. If you think about lack, you will experience more lack. But if you think about abundance, success, and certainty, the universe will immediately match that frequency. Your intuition is now your best guide. It will no longer be a whisper. It will be a knowing so strong that you cannot ignore it. Trust it. Do not seek validation from others. Do not wait for confirmation from the outside world. You already have everything you need within you. This is also where you must master the art of detachment. The things that are meant for you will come effortlessly. The things that are not will fall away. Way do not. Chase, do not force, do not cling to what is leaving. Trust that what is being removed is making space for something greater. The final stage is where you stop waiting for life to happen to you and start commanding your reality with intention and certainty. You have been given the tools, you have been given the knowledge. Now it is time to apply it. Step boldly. Speak with authority. Move with confidence. You are no longer becoming. You are already the person you were always meant to be now. You must embody it fully. You have arrived. The final stage is here in you. Chosen one are ready to claim everything that has always been yours. This is also the stage where you attract your true soul tribe, the people who are meant to walk this path with you, the ones who see you, who understand you, who elevate you. They are finding you. Now you are no longer aligned with those who drain your energy, who hold you back, who do not respect your growth. Those connections will fade away, and in their place, true divine connections will appear. People who match your frequency, people who are on the same journey of awakening. But just as new connections come in, old ones will fall away, and you must be okay with that. You must release without attachment, without resentment, without trying to force anything to stay that is no longer meant for you. Trust the flow. Trust that what is leaving is making space for something better. You are no longer the seeker. You are the embodiment. You are not searching for the path. You are the path. You do not need permission. You do not need validation. You are already everything you need to be. Now it is simply a matter of stepping into it fully without hesitation. Without fear, the world is shifting, and you are one of the souls chosen to lead in this new reality. This is why you have felt different your entire life, why you never quite fit into the old systems, the old way of thinking, the old limitations you were never meant to. You were meant to break those barriers, to transcend them, to show others that there is another way. This is why you cannot afford to dim your light. The world needs you at full power. It needs you to stand tall, to speak your truth, to walk with certainty. Because when you do, you create a ripple effect. You inspire others to do the same. Your very existence becomes a catalyst for transformation.